Hello everyone, it's Harrison Allen here again, and in this video, now I actually got this in the mail earlier, um, after I just got home from like some NDIS supports and stuff, and I actually received this in the mail shortly after I returned home. So I actually ordered this very special item, which is the Railway Series Stories Volume 2, read by Johnny Morris. So this is my first official Thomas vinyl, or Thomas record, I should say. So I've actually been as I mentioned in my last little Thomas CD DVD update. I just started like a new interest, hobbies into vinyl collecting and stuff. Not pop vinyls, but records and stuff. Just like this one here. And these records are basically just audio recordings of the original books by the Reverend W. Awdry, way before we had Ringo, Ringo style, Michelangelo style, recording, narration for, the television episodes and stuff. But this particular vinyl, like Johnny Morris in particular, instead of recording, going straight from the original book source and stuff, he actually provides the steam train sounds by himself, as if he's like Mel Blanc, if you guys happen to know who he is. But also just like Ringo and Michael, well, for the UK dub anyway, because I didn't grow up with like George Carlin or Alec Baldwin's narration, let alone Michael Brandon's too. um, you know that Johnny Morris does actually show a lot of expression and enthusiasm too, and there are even points where he actually ad libs, or adds in a little bit more dialogue from the original book as well, which I thought that was a very interesting touch, which he didn't really have to go that far into detail, but yeah, it's one of a kind really. So yeah, the front really just shows multiple different artworks from James the Red Engine and Tank Engine Thomas again, which this vinyl contains audio recordings of. And on the other side, we may just got a profile of Johnny Morris and stuff. The list of the context of both sides of the vinyl. A inspiration from Wilbur Awdry, and a list of other vinyls in the World of Children's Stories series, which is this volume is a part of. And Johnny Morris did apparently narrate or record narration for all the first 8 books in the Railway series. So I want to say up to either Toby in the Tram Engine or Egg with the Blue Engine he would have provided narration for. I could be wrong though, because I'm not entirely too familiar with which what number is which particular book or whatever when it comes to the Railway series and stuff. But now I in case you guys are wondering, I didn't get this imported from England and stuff. I did get this from an Australian seller, like on eBay. So this is actually my first online record purchase that I made. And also another thing too, the actual quality of the vinyl is almost perfection, because quite a few times on the Tank Engine Thomas again side, primarily out through the Thomas and the Guard section, there are a lot of jump cuts from a lot of the audio recordings. So I'm assuming that there could be some kind of scratching the actual vinyl to where the audio tends to muck up a bit, not to where it goes all high pitched or anything like that, but where it gets all jumpy and stuff where it shouldn't. So it could be a factory error, or the original owner must have replayed that particular story on vinyl to their kids over and over and over again. But that really could be all my guess. And also the company Decca or Deca, whatever it is, I have also seen like other vinyls published by, you know, this particular company, in like, you know, my local op shop and stuff, because I've also been like, you know, trying to find like, you know, some secondhand records in, you know, op shops and other like, you know, record particular stores as well. So I'm assuming they could have, instead of like being just UK exclusives, they could have also been released like, say, Australia and New Zealand as well, but I'm not entirely too sure. But yes, I am very happy with this purchase, and I am, you know, still considering trying to find myself a Willie Rushton narration recorded vinyl at some point. Let alone that one Thomas vinyl that Mattel released about 10 years ago, which I really can't find anywhere. But I'll find one eventually. So yeah, thank you guys. So, I'll quickly show you. Can I? Yeah, I can briefly just show you. You know, the labels of the record. Probably won't be able to see the full picture, but yeah, it's there in case anyone's like, you know, really just, oh shit. Oh no, no, we got it fit. No, don't worry, guys. I got it fit. Don't you? Don't you worry. Yeah, like So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this little update video, or like little overview video, and I'll see you guys in another video soon. Bye.